But I go back to the thing we talked about a few weeks ago, which is this idea of I embrace being misunderstood, knowing that my truth will resonate with those who need and are meant to hear it. And to me, that's very, very powerful. And I kind of lean on that is that, you know what, I want to be misunderstood by some people because it's this idea of medicine that has no side effects probably doesn't work. Every
Mm,
medicine that works typically has some side effects for some people because otherwise if there's no active ingredients then it's not going to work, at least from a chemical perspective, right?
right,
So
right.
to me and in terms of in my past life, I spoke in front of hundreds of people. So the idea of speaking isn't troublesome to me per se. But I always had butterflies, before every time I would speak in front of people. And I know people who try to do public speaking, and maybe practice at it. Uh, they wonder when the butterflies go away. And the answer is never. I view what we're doing in some ways as sacred. And if you don't, to whatever degree, have a little bit of butterflies in your stomach, then why are you doing it? It means it has,
Yeah,
no, it shouldn't be paralyzing nervousness or,
right.
you know, and it's a good kind of butterflies. Like it's like tummy kisses. It's not like anxiety that's driving me deeply. So yeah, and again, I am just so honored and blessed to be here. I'm traveling, people behind me, if you're looking, in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. But even so, I couldn't miss an opportunity to have this time together and to share our journey, fellow
Yeah.
sojourners with those listening. We're all on a journey, and it's more fun together than it is apart, I think.
That is for sure. Yeah, I totally agree with what you said and the question of, when do the butterflies go away? I think my answer for that is when you stop caring about it. The fact that that's there it's just proof that it's important and of value to you. And I think also one thing that has been a quote that I've held for quite some time, but it's hard for me to internalize. But with this, I embrace being misunderstood. There's a quote that is, "The man who has no enemies has never stood for anything." And that was so profound to me, especially in like high school. I really had this idea of like need for nothing, want for nothing, never do anything that could potentially not be of help or service to someone else because they don't need that, right? And how can I just be as like perfect and sunshiny as possible to bring only good into the world, which we can all hear all of the flaws in that logic, right? And I heard that quote and I was like, whoa, I really never wanted an enemy because I wanted everyone to like me so that I could be good. And it's like, but that means you are not standing for anything that you believe in. And how in the world are you going to make an impact that way? And isn't that the most important thing?